got their wisdom teeth out.
Ah.
And I, as you know, got my tooth pulled
A lot of tooth trauma
recently.
happening in the Goody Pratt household these days.
And my tooth is not doing well. I go to the dentist for a checkup tomorrow,
Yeah.
and I'm going to tell him that it still really hurts. Now, I think I might have mentioned that when my dentist extracted my tooth, he said that he had not seen a bad tooth that was this bad in a long time. So, I mean, the tooth is
Um.
gone,
Yeah.
but maybe something remains. This is one of those cases where Ben is frozen on his end.
Some. Oh.
I'm still talking, and there he is. So we'll see how that
And it
goes.
did it again. I don't know why when I'm podcasting from here in the theater, for some reason Zoom changes something. I don't
It always
know.
happens around the same
It
time.
always happens around the same time. I don't know if Zoom is like, oh, you like I'm doing this because I'm making sure it's not mirrored for me. Normally, when you're on Zoom by yourself, it's mirrored. So I think it does is it realizes something fishy's happening, and it
Oh,
undoes the mirroring for me for my camera. Also, things are different. You can now see the microphone right here. That's new. All right. Anyway,
I,
and
I
we're
can't see it.
back.
But hello, Ben. How are you?
Oh yeah, haven't left. So yesterday I'm watching something. I can't remember if it was an episode of 6 Feet Under that I was watching because I've started season 2 of 6 Feet Under,
Hmm.
or
Okay.
if it was a clip from I also watched like um, Top Gear because
Yeah,
Amazon
sure.
has like a Top Gear channel, so you have to sit through the ads and whatever. But somebody mentioned Jane Fonda. I remember thinking about like last night. Oh, Jane Fonda. Yeah, Jane Fonda. I wonder if Ted Turner's still around. This very morning, news came out. Ted Turner passed away.
Whoa.
I killed Ted Turner, as far
So,
as I am
Ben,
concerned.
maybe it's not this podcast that's killed people. Maybe it's you
It's
thinking
just
about
me.
that person when I mentioned them on the podcast. Ooh, Ben, maybe it's you. Have you thought about it?
Not much. I'm not too concerned about it.
Ben, I think one of the favorite things that Ben and I ever did was there was a sketch called what was it, Fast Guys and Loose Women, or
Something like that, yeah. Nice guys and fast women.
uh, there was a whole script that was much longer, and there was a thing where Ben said we never talk anymore, and I said you're right, or the reverse. Do you remember whose line was whose?
Um, I in the original one, I said we never talk anymore, and you said you're right.
Okay. Um, and we both stopped, and I was like, I kind of just want to end it there. And then we wouldn't, and I remember part of it was, and then we wouldn't have to learn the rest of the script.
Yeah, it was. This
And
was back. I was
it
in
was
my.
foundational.
I was in my early 20s, and I was in that like journaling is theater phase of my life. And
Mm.
Paul came along and very efficiently found the comedy in like a 2-line play in like what was like a 3-page monologue.
And so, and so we did it. I think we were dressed like Huck Finn or something. We had, or
Yeah.
cowboys or something. There was a straw hat
I
involved.
think we were wearing those fuzzy overalls. Do you remember those?
Like fuzzy, yeah, yeah, we had fuzzy overalls and no shirts, and then at
Yeah.
least one straw hat. Maybe we had
Just
matching straw hats,
something we found in the annex prop costume closet, I'm sure.
and then we just held.
Yeah, for the longest time.
Yeah,
Uncomfortably long.
and that I really think that I mean, you got your Jerry Springer Pop Tart oatmeal thing, and we did
Get
that.
your
But I
Paul
think
does the
that
improv thing.
might encapsulate the more. Oh yeah,
It's
the
real,
okay. So
Paul.
so so that one is the one that everybody remembers.
Yeah.
Uh, I have to say that so I'm in this improv class, a 501 class.
Yeah.
It's all about performance. We're having to do thing, and um we had uh this thing, or we have this thing, the standing thing where we're just trying different ideas, like what would work and all that. And they kept on trying to do this thing where they wanted to have a scene where nobody talks, and then um they use that to like generate scenes out of.
Yeah.
Maybe you had a certain walk in the no talking scene and then I put it in and all that. And what I pitched, like I said, my tooth was hurting. I was on the pain medication, and I was trying to describe the thing that I wanted to do, and it was very difficult. And they said, "Well, let's just try it and see what happens. Let's just get on stage and try it." So the idea that I had pitched, and this is me trying to pitch it correctly now, rather than I'm still in the pain, so it might still happen. But the idea I had was it was called Dumb Show. And much like in Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are Dead, where they have the dumb show before they do the Hamlet thing, you and I improvise a scene, and let's say Jennifer and Betty are watching, right? You and I improvise a scene silently. Betty and Jennifer are watching us, and then they come on and they do a scene, not the exact scene, but a scene inspired by that scene where they're watching and trying to figure out what it is that we're doing.
Yeah.
It's also very similar to Telephone, right? And they do that scene, and then one of the people, like we were doing it, and one of the people said, after this, can we come back on stage and swap roles? So and the instructor said, let's try it. So what happens is it would be you and me do a silent scene. Betty and Jennifer come on and do the same scene, but now with talking. And then you and I come in, only now I'm playing you and you're playing me,
Yeah.
and we do kind of a combination of the first thing that we did in this scene.
So you do want to incorporate the original intent?
That's the idea for the third one. You kind of
Yeah.
put them both in. But as we started doing it, we're like, well, it doesn't have to be. It's actually sort of more fun if it's a third thing that's only similar. And then as we were going, I talk about this sometimes to people, like with Giraffe and Elephant, giraffes and elephants are friends. I drew the elephant and giraffe hanging out. And then I was like, it'd be funny if we were to draw them stealing a van. And then I drew them stealing a van. And I was like, okay, yeah, this would. So whenever you get an inkling, you're like, someone should do this. You're someone. You be the one to do the idea that you think is good. And so after that, right, as we're leaving, I mentioned to our instructor, just sort of as a offhand, I kind of want to see it done over and over and over again. Like maybe that's the show. Maybe we just do it. No one wanted to do just that, but we did it 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
And it got really cool. Like it became very mind warpy. And I like that sort of thing.
Cool.
So yeah, that's what I've been up to.
I've been up to looking for jobs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like freelancing,
Like
or looking for
both.
full-time jobs?
Both. I mean, like my income's taken a hit this year, and I always knew this was going to be a transitional year for me. So
Why? You said you always knew. What happened?
Trial and error came to an end, and I knew that was going to happen.
What was trial and error?
It was this video production company that I worked for.
Oh,
Um,
the one that sent you to your trip as
correct. The one that's
okay,
sent
I'm
us
with you
to
now.
both
I
Puerto
just didn't
Rico
I
and
don't
Africa.
think I knew they were called trial and error, or
Yeah,
if I did, I forgot.
blocked it out. It's
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I actually looked it up. There's a couple different there are many companies called that. Um, but the other thing is another regular client of mine that actually gave me a lot of work last year. The department that I worked for got laid off.
Oh
And
no.
so, yeah, so now I'm like, well, maybe I should start thinking about being an adult finally and finding a real job. So that's what I've been doing in between bouts of watching 6 Feet Under,
I
rewatching
feel
it.
like um I mean it's still a little undated, but you could use our reel to like send to places.
The video
And
resume.
yeah. Um
Ben needs health insurance, and Paul has
so
to support a family.
yeah, um my advice to you is move cities. I'm kidding. I was because what I was gonna say is yeah. I mean, when I was trying to find a job, and this was like a long time ago in Seattle, it was bleak.
Oh,
This is not good. This is not good podcasting, Ben. Sorry.
it's more bleak now. I mean,
That's what I mean. Yeah.
yeah. It's
Um.
yeah, it's soul crushing. I applied for a job with a pretty major company around here. It's not who you think it is, but it's a big company, and I submitted my application on their website at like 4:30 on a Friday. This was a couple weeks ago. 4:30 on a Friday afternoon, right? At 1 a.m. the following Saturday morning, I get the rejection email. And I'm
Wow.
like, can you not at least program your bot so that it sends out the rejection emails during
Yeah.
business hours to at
I just
least give
imagine
me the illusion that somebody looked at my resume?
imagine a guy just going, I can't I can't sleep.
This
I'll just answer
this
more.
application is just so poor. I have to get it out. I have to reject it now.
That's it, Ben. This is it. This is it. It's Friday. It's at 5 p.m. He's like, I just gotta tell this guy no. And they're like, forget about it. It'll be fine. And then all night on Friday, he's tossing and turning, and
He's
his wife's probably like, just get up and send it then.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
So, do you remember me talking about um, the the movie Begonia and how it's based on a Korean film called Save the Green Planet,
Vaguely.
and
Neither of which I've seen.
how I've been looking for Save the Green Planet because they had it at a video store when I was
Yes.
in Edwardsville, and they didn't. Then somebody stole it and they never returned it, so I never
Cool.
got a chance to see it.
That's why we can't
And
have
then I
nice
saw
things.
Begonia, and I looked on the internet, and there was one company that was selling Save the Green Planet. Not only that, but it was a special edition with all the special features and all that. Remember that story?
I do
It
now.
was in February. And in February, I purchased said film, and I finally got the box today. I was so happy. And I opened it up, and it's Inner Space,
Oh no.
starring
Dennis
Martin
Quaid
Short
and
and Dennis
yeah.
Quaid. And I was like, that can't be right. And I wrote them an email and I said, I ordered Save the Green Planet and this is Inner Space. How do I get my actual order? And then I looked at the confirmation email that they gave me.
Yeah.
And the confirmation email said, we've received your order for Inner Space. Now,
User error.
now here's the thing. I wasn't on a page that had a bunch of different movies, and Save the Green Planet was one of them, and Inner Space was another. I was on the page for Save the Green Planet,
Yeah.
and I had the choice between a regular DVD copy or a Blu-ray, and I chose the Blu-ray. It is possible
You get more movie that way.
that on that page the Blu-ray that was showing up next to Save the Green Planet was Inner Space, and I didn't notice. It's possible that that happened. Still website error on their part, but I didn't check the email that got sent to me. I didn't do it, but I swear, Ben, the Chair Company, the TV show The Chair Company, saved me from going down a rabbit hole because I was like, well, obviously they're doing this on purpose. They switched it when I put it in my cart. I need to find out more about this Arrow Films and what they're doing. And I thought about that Chair Company, the Chair Company behavior, and I didn't do it. And I feel really good about that.
So what's the conclusion to this? Are you sending back Inner Space and reordering?
No.
Save the Green
Save
Planet?
the Green Planet is no longer available on their website.
Oh.
And your friend of mine of the podcast, Andy, loves nostalgia. And so I'm going to send him Inner Space as a gift.
I remember really liking that film when I was a kid.
Yeah, Jennifer says it's a good film.
Yeah.
And I think I liked it as well. But, does
it stand up? I remember the humor being kind of like gross at times.
Here's the thing is I know that he will like it more than I do.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. I was trying to explain the Silver Streak to Betty.
The Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor film. I haven't seen it in so long. I don't even remember. There's a train involved is all I can remember.
So let me talk about it because I might have talked about it on the podcast again, but it's worth repeating. I watched it just recently, and there are two things about it that stood out for me. One is that the train is a place and it's also a vehicle, right? So you've got this weird thing that happens. There are scenes that are happening on the train.
Yeah.
And then Gene Wilder gets kicked off the train. And he then has to get back onto the train to save a person who's on the train. But he's no longer on the train. He has to catch up to it and get to it and all that. Meanwhile, all of the other action that's happening on the train, all those people are still on the train. So the fact that the train is moving in space and now Gene Wilder is very, very far away from the train, but all these people are exactly still where they were is fascinating, like in a way that I can't describe. It's a wonderful little mind flippery that happened. That's number one. Number two is that there is a plot point where Richard Pryor, who, for those of you who are listening far in the future who don't know this, is a black man of African descent. Depending on what the research is right now, all of us are of African descent, but there's some strange missing pieces here and there, and we may actually be from other places instead. All of this to say, like we might have started, the cradle of civilization might not have been in Africa, it might have been somewhere else, and then we moved to Africa. It's
another planet.
Anyway, convinces Gene Wilder, has to convince him that he should dress up in blackface to get past some sort of guard or security checkpoint or something.
We did talk about this recently because there's a scene in like a prison cell.
This isn't in a prison cell. This is at a bus or a train station. Bus station. We might have been talking about the prison cell, something different.
But it's Gene Wilder pretending to be black.
He goes into the bathroom and does it. But here's the thing that I noticed about it, watching it as an adult in 2020, I guess 4 or 5, like a year ago maybe. In the scene itself, everyone involved in world, not the actors, but the people in world, no one thinks it's a good idea and yet they do it anyway. And I think it's very interesting. I feel like what may have happened is the screenwriter, I don't know who the screenwriter was. Maybe it was Richard Pryor. Maybe it was whoever the screenwriter was, wrote that scene in, and on set, everyone decided, hey, you know what? This is not gonna come off well. So we need to, if nothing else, wink
Ideally,
at
that
the
sort
camera.
of feedback would come in before you got to set.
Yes.
Colin Higgins. Colin Higgins, who is a white man from France.
Wait, what?
He comes from France. Wrote Silver Streak.
Yeah. So
He also
I
wrote
think what it
Harold and
was-
Maude. Wow.
Who directed the Silver Streak? Or yeah, who directed?
It's just Silver Streak. Arthur Hiller. Not Arthur Miller. Arthur Hiller.
Okay.
Died 10
So
years ago.
I'm saying it, and I don't know what the rules are for the Writers Guild. Like if they changed any of it, what would they have had to do? Whatever. But I think what it is that for whatever reason the scene had to stay, but everyone involved was like, let's play this in such a way that it doesn't.
Or, it could also be possible that the guy who wrote it, whose name I have already forgotten,
Higgins?
Higgins, who couldn't wrote himself into like a corner and couldn't figure out a way to get out of it without having Gene Wilder go blackface. So he's like at his typewriter going, man, I can't believe I have to do this, but I don't see any other way.
He's like got note cards and string and everything.
Exactly.
He's like, it all falls apart if this doesn't happen.
If Gene Wilder doesn't go blackface, I have no movie.
Oh, you remember the Higgins Boys and Gruber?
Yeah, a musical stand-up act.
They did music?
Yeah, I think they played guitar, right?
I think you're thinking of Corky and the Juice Pigs.
I'm not thinking of them. I've never heard of them.
I think they're just sketch comedians. The Higgins Boys and Gruber.
Then
I
fine.
think you're thinking of Corky and the Juice
I am not.
Pigs.
I'm thinking of the Higgins Boys and Gruber because I remember seeing them, all three of them, up on stage playing guitars and singing funny songs.
What did one of them look like?
Long, blonde, stringy hair, I think. Maybe he had
that's
glasses.
That is bizarre. I've never seen them.
Was that Dave Gruber Allen or whatever his
That
name
is
was?
Dave Gruber Allen.
Yeah.
Yes. I've never seen them play guitar or sing. That is crazy. I'm not denying that they do. You know who else plays guitar and sings on stage?
Who?
Corky and the Juice Pigs.
Never heard of Corky and the Juice Pigs.
If you saw them, you know who they were. Do you know why?
Uh,
They're very
because-
Higgins Boys and Gruber. The Higgins Boys and Grubers adjacent. Same, maybe even maybe even performed on the same stage.
Derivative
The
derivative of the Higgins Boys and Grubers. The Corky and the Juice Pigs are just simply too goofy to hate.
Yeah. One of the guys from Corky and the Juice Pigs was in an SNL short recently, I think.
A digital short, as they used to be
maybe.
called. I don't know if
Maybe
they're still
so.
called that.
Maybe so. Yeah. I don't know either.
I have not seen
Jeremy Cohen.
I've not seen any of the SNL UK episodes or sketches. Some of
I
them get
forgot all about
posted.
that.
Some of them get posted to Reddit, and I come across them, but I never click play. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what TV show was originally another countries that Great Britain took over that I really like, that's doing really well, is Last One Laughing. Have you seen The Last One Laughing?
I have not seen that. We
It's
talked
on
about
Amazon Prime. I really recommend it.
that. Yeah.
Because it's all the guys from their panel shows, Ben.
Right.
Maybe I've already mentioned this.
You did last week.
Ah, I knew it. I can sometimes tell
when I
because I
say we talked
remember
about
it.
that.
Oh yeah, well that too. That's why I check with you
Yeah.
though. Still playing Starfield. Starfield is great. Have we talked about Star? Did I talk about Starfield last time too?
Probably. I
Probably.
mean, in so much that it was a game that you're playing. Is that the one where like am I mixing my games up, or is that the one where it was available on like PS something or PS insert number here, but then it was also on an iPad, and you played it on the
Oh no,
iPad, but then you went back to the PS game.
that was Divinity, which I was playing. I was playing that a lot. But then Starfield came along, and I was like, well, not playing this anymore. Uh, Starfield is, as we know, Skyrim in space, and
Of
it was an
course,
Xbox exclusive, but now they ported it to PlayStation 5.
because I guess Xbox is no longer a thing.
Well, their Xbox is no longer a console.
Yeah.
They've stopped making the console. Um, so who knows what Xbox is for real, but it was Xbox and PC. Now it is also on the PS5, and I am loving it, Ben, because I think I have found a place where you and I maybe line up, even though we don't line up on the actual um, uh, device itself or um, instrument itself or whatever you want to call it, vehicle. I have gotten really into spaceship optimization. I will like get rid of all the cargo holds, put on a whole bunch of engines. Uh,
But a theater in the back somewhere.
well, you know what I mean. Yeah, I heard you like lasers, so I got lasers on top of your lasers so you can.
Yo, dog.
So this is how it works. You've got all these different factors, right? You've got your how many engines you have determine how fast you can go, how mobile you are, but all these things add mass.
Right.
Um, and you have these things that you can add that will reduce mass, which is pretty cool. And you have all of your weapons, but your weapons and your engines and all of that draw power from your reactor. And if you get a larger reactor, you get a larger reactor. What does that mean, Ben?
Adds mass.
More mass. Yes, exactly. So third
Massive.
base. Um, did we talk about flared base already?
Flared base?
Yeah, it was my idea that I had for who's on first, but it's John McKenna and uh he's doing who's on first with somebody else. We'll just say Aaron Alzoff, but it could be anybody. And they're talking about how they've got crazy a lot of crazy marital aids out there today. Lots of crazy and one of the things is that you have to make sure that the base is flared. And so it turns into who's on first, but they keep on saying flared base at the
Flared
end.
base?
It's funny that I thought of this idea, but you
Afraid
and I
not.
couldn't do it. In my head, it had to be John
Yeah.
because he had a joke one time. It was a video, and he said in a trumpet there was a butt plug, and he said, what kind of mute is this?" And then smelled it and went, "Ugh," and threw it off screen, and then started his bit. And so that's all I can think about now. That's all I can think about now.
That's all you can think of.
Officer, I'm sorry if I missed a stop sign. A stop sign? Maybe. Standard operating procedure sign, or like when you stop up milk with bread, or runny egg yolks. Which, by the way, Ben, the FDA says you can't consume, but does the FDA do it now? Do they say it now, or now are they like, do whatever you want? I haven't been paying attention to the government, but I hear we can't vote anymore or something. I don't remember exactly.
Well, I mean, the FDA, they don't say don't consume it. They just say be careful. If you do, these are this could be dangerous because under consuming raw or undercooked meats or eggs. Just know your dealer is all they're saying.
Yes. Very good, very good. Speaking of know your dealer, that's what somebody wrote in my book, and I think it was Brian Posehn, when Mr. Showbook, which I still own.
Yeah. Today,
Is that?
speaking of Mr. Show, today is John Ennis's birthday.
Hey, happy birthday to John Ennis. John Ennis.
May 6th.
John Ennis, who will live forever in GudeLaurance anecdote.
Lore.
Ah,
Yes.
I still love the copy. What is a copy machine?
Yeah.
Still one of my favorite things ever. Does a great job. Oh, I'm still thinking about it.
And he's, he has some cameos, some guest starring spots in Better Call Saul. Did you ever watch Better Call Saul?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that he was in that.
And his daughter, too. His
Oh.
kid was in Better Call Saul as well.
Does his kid play opposite him, or does his kid play?
I don't remember if they had any scenes together.
What does his kid? Who is his kid in it?
Who did she play? She was like some sort of like legal aid, I think.
Okay.
Now I have to look this up.
Because I'm wondering about the videographers. They had those videographers as well.
It wasn't
That were
any
pretty
of
funny.
those.
I was trying to think of who I knew that was funny.
I was watching, speaking of those videographers, I was watching something recently, and by recently I mean within the last couple of years, and some guy looked familiar, and I looked him up, and it was the one of the videographers from Better Call Saul.
Was it Josh Fadem?
Season? I have no idea.
Well, what was the thing that you were watching that you saw him in?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
recall.
Well, Josh Fadem is, in my opinion, one of the blazing stars of physical comedy from the 2010s. He did this thing where he had a backpack full of CDs and he dropped them on stage, and then did a little whoa thing, which was hilarious. Anyway, Josh Fadem.
So Jessie Ennis played Erin Brill. I don't remember what her role was, but that's what she did.
Okay.
Josh Fadem. Oh, I know how you know him.
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks.
Yeah. It's one of those weird things where, he was in Twin Peaks and he did a good job, doing the stuff that he did do. But I was like, why didn't they give him a larger part? Well, because it's an ensemble cast of many, many, many people, but still.
Yeah. It might have been The Lowdown, because he's in 4 episodes of The Lowdown.
What's The Lowdown?
It was just a show, I think it was on Hulu, that has, why isn't his name coming to me? Has Ethan Hawke.
Oh,
and,
I like Ethan Hawke.
Keith David's in it. Common McLaughlin has a guest spot
Wow.
in it. But he plays a journalist, like a gonzo journalist who's working to uncover whether or not Tim Blake Nelson committed suicide or was murdered.
Ethan Hawke plays the journalist?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
He calls himself, what's the phrase? He calls himself a true historian.
Man, now I want to see that.
Yeah.
Because I've been liking what I've seen Ethan Hawke doing lately.
Reservoir Dogs, he was in that, or not Reservation Dogs.
Wait,
Loki.
Josh Fadem was in Reservation Dogs?
Yeah, just a couple episodes.
Loki.
He played two different characters, so they liked him. But yeah, he played Martin in one episode of Loki. So he's been in a few things. I probably looked him up, be like, where have I seen that guy? Oh yeah, the camera guy.
I like Loki. So, lots of stuff. So that was the guy that you were thinking of?
I think so. I think it was.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, he does really good physical comedy stuff.
Gotta start something.
back when I was on Twitter, and I suggested that he put out an album called "Please Josh Don't Fade 'Em," which I still think would be good. Did I say musical album? I meant comedy album. Anyway,
We know what you meant.
yeah. It's funny. I think I just said album, but thought musical album. Thought I said musical album, even though I meant this is something Jennifer tells me all the time. If I think something wrong and I haven't said it out loud, I don't have to tell people that I thought the wrong thing.
Is that something you often do?
I do. I'm like, oh, I was going to say, like, well, this is a better example. I'll say, Jennifer, you'll be happy to know that I was going to tell you and then this. But I didn't. And then she's like, then you did.
No, you did.
Then you did. You just not say it. And that'll be better. So, unsure. Man, Ben, I gotta say, I'm going to the dentist tomorrow.
Does your tooth actively hurt? Like, does it hurt?
Okay, so...
Are you on a liquid diet?
I'm on a liquid diet. I lick quid. Hold on. Whenever I see... I'm on a liquid diet. Whenever I see quid, I lick it.
Whenever I see quid, I lick it.
I have to be in Great Britain.
So yeah, Paul touched his ear, which disconnected him from the call. So hopefully he's realized that right now and is reconnecting to the call. He's got to learn that he cannot touch his ear pod that's in his face
because that we just keep talking.
Disconnects from the call.
Yeah.
So one day he'll learn that that's what happens.
But it was going to fall out of my ear, Ben. That was the problem.
my ear, Ben.
These are great, though. What happens if I touch this one?
I get louder.
I'm trying very hard not to disconnect. They have, I think they have the same controls on both.
Speaking of Ben's, Adam Scott was in 6 Feet Under last night, and he played a character named Ben. He also played a character named Ben in Parks and Rec. According to IMDb, he played a character named Ben in a third thing. He's a media that I hadn't seen, didn't recognize. He just looks like a Ben, I guess.
Yeah, he does kind of look like. You know what? Here's the thing, Adam Scott, right? More Ben than Paul. Let's say it. Absolutely true.
Indeed.
Ahmet Zappa, however, more Paul than Ben. Dweezil Zappa, still more Paul than Ben.
Not familiar with the Zappa kids, I gotta be honest.
Frank Zappa, in general, more Paul than Ben, I think.
For sure.
Yeah. Let's see. Who's a musician that more... Oh, geez. Donald Fagen. More Ben than Paul, absolutely.
I don't know who Donald Fagen is.
Steely Dan.
Okay.
Anyway.
How old do you think I am?
What do you mean? I know who Steely... I'm not that much older than you. I know who Steely Dan is.
Not really. I wasn't really into Steely Dan. I'll be honest.
Oh, Tom Waits, more Paul than Ben.
Tom Waits.
Actually, Paul, more Tom Waits than Ben.
We had to have done. Yeah, we did Simon and Garfunkel. I'm trying to think of duets.
Yeah, you're obviously more Paul than Art, and I'm more Art than Paul. In more ways than one, evergreen tweet.
Hey.
Send. So let's see. The Beatles. Okay, you're more Paul, and I'm more Ringo. I think Ringo. I'm more Ringo, and you're all the. I think that's how we have to split it.
You're more Ringo, and I'm everybody else combined.
All the other Beatles and more Ringo.
Why would you say you're Ringo? I would say Ringo is like, I would say I'm more Ringo. You're more John because
I no, I didn't mean to make that. Listen,
without the domestic violence aspect.
Yeah. No. But I was gonna say, I'm much more having a beard and telling people not to send me fan mail anymore.
No,
I still like it.
Like
I
being present and getting the work done. Whereas, that's sort of how I feel.
See, I think you know more about the Beatles than I do, so that's why you're able
I have
to
seen
have
lots of TV shows.
a cleaner idea about it. TV shows. Okay, the A Team. Ben, I hate to say it, I'm more Mr. T, B.A. Baracus than you are. There's just no way around it.
No, because you ain't getting on no plane.
I am more Howling Mad Murdoch. Okay, this is how it divides. I'm more Howling Mad Murdoch, B.A. Baracus. You are more Face and Hannibal.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, recast the A-Team with Hannibal Lecter as Hannibal, and everything else is the same.
Everybody else are Muppets.
I love it when a plan comes together. Oh my gosh. Hannibal, Ben. You haven't seen it. I remember we just talked about this.
I have not seen it, yeah.
I think you would like it.
Perhaps.
Because you love gross things. No, that's not why. It's just very well acted. Very well acted.
Yeah, I do remember. I think I looked it up on IMDb and was surprised at how many people were actually in it that I recognized.
Okay, so Betty has entered the room. They need me to open this core power shake.
Oh, I thought you were given that because it was for you.
Oh no, I don't. No, I don't drink core power shakes. I only drink Huel. Oh, I've become more blender oriented. I got out my old blender because it's so much better when you add ice to it and mix it up. I was doing it in the shaker cup because Edward would bark.
Of course, two hurts.
Yeah. But it turns out, like now, I can actually pick Edward up and put him in the Snuggie.
Yeah.
And he won't freak out when the blender goes off. Pretty great.
Because he feels safe.
Does it feel? Oh yeah, it does feel safe. Yeah. I'm teaching Edward a new trick.
Oh.
I'm teaching him bed.
Oh.
I didn't think about it until so
does he have a designated place for bed?
He does. It's upstairs in the room.
Yeah.
He has an actual dog bed there. And I've been teaching him, to go there. And this is the reason. If ever he's in danger, I can say go to bed and he'll run upstairs. That's my plan.
Whenever he's in danger. Is there lots of danger in your household?
Well, if there's wildlife, we have a garage next door full of raccoons and possums.
Does Edward go outside?
He goes outside to go potty and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, but you just let him outside and he just wanders around, or
no. We don't have to leash him because he will not voluntarily move more than 5 feet without looking back and having us pick him up.
Right.
But occasionally, when we were in Edwardsville, he would be outside and there is an owl in a tree and the owl would make an owl noise. And I'd go, better get inside.
Yeah.
Better get inside. Just let's be very clear. You are tiny. So, but what I was going to say about Starfield. Starfield is amazing, really fun to play. There is a unique mechanic that I'm going to talk about. Spoilers for Starfield. Are you okay with it?
I think I'm good. Yeah. I think I'm fine.
So you get to I was talking to Jennifer about it, and she was talking about you get to this end, you're at this place it's supposed to be the nexus to connect all these multiverses, and then I don't know, it's just sort of anticlimactic. And there were end credits, right? And she was like, so I don't know. And I was like, oh, really? Because I mean, it's set up so perfectly that when you would get to the end, you would just start over with a new character. It would just let you do it. And she was like, no, it doesn't do anything like that. So I got to the end, and the end credits come up and all that. And after the credits are over, it says, who will you be in this new universe? And you go through character creation again. But Ben, even though you could create a completely new character, all of your skills that you've made throughout the game transfer.
So you're like reincarnated.
So you're
With
reincarnated
memory.
with all of your memory and all of your it's sort of a quantum leap kind of situation.
Oh boy.
And so it's amazing. Now I've only jumped universes once, but you can keep doing it. But here's the problem. And Ben,
Warp to level 4.
a while ago, like I'm gonna say maybe 10, maybe 20 even years ago, I watched a little bit of a lecture on video games about, can video games have religion in them? What would it mean to have religion in a video game? The guy who did Minecraft did a single instance of Minecraft on like a hard drive that only you can access, something like that. And that was their version of religion in video games. This thing, Ben, I could make the leap to go to another universe like I did the first time. But if I do that, the cool ship that I've been building won't be there.
You can't take it with you.
I can't take it with me. And Ben, it's kind of amazing. What I need, they do sell these quantum boxes, and you can stick stuff into the box, and anything you stick into it, you'll have in the next universe. So if you had like a cool gun or whatever, you could put the cool gun. But you can't put an entire ship in the universe.
That would be a big box.
Yeah. Amazon. No. Wait. Opposite? Is Amazon a big box store, or is Amazon a... When they say brick and mortar is not... Amazon is not brick and mortar. Big box store, though. Is that Amazon?
No.
Big box. What's a big box store?
You're talking about Walmart. You're talking about like hardware stores like Lowe's.
Like you buy an item that comes in a big box?
I think that's where that came from. I used to think that it described the building itself, but I think the building is just where you buy things that come in big boxes.
But the building sometimes looks like a big box.
Buildings sometimes look like big boxes. But like, you're talking about giant TVs, refrigerators,
yes,
things like that. Gas stoves.
So the big thing is with this character that I'm playing in Starfield now, I am focusing mostly on martial arts, so that I don't have to have any weapons. And it's really interesting because, like, there's a thing called neural strikes where you can punch people and they instantly like fall asleep.
One Punch Man.
And there are these missions that you can go on for this thing called the Tracker Alliance that are just retrieval missions, like go to this place and kidnap this guy. But you can't kill them lots of times because they have to be brought back alive. But I can, but the mechanics are that once you knock them unconscious, then you tie them up and you get your bounty, and somebody else comes and picks them up, like you're Spider-Man. So I'm just taking these bounties, going to the place. I also have a high sneak up to where this one person is. Normally there are bunches of guards and stuff that you have to attack, and then I just punch them, and then I run away, and I make money, and I put that money into my ship, and it's this cyclical thing, and I love it.
How many hours a day do you play this game?
Well, see, here's the problem. Jennifer is also playing the game, so not as many hours as I would like.
And you
but
only
maybe that's a
have
good
one PS5.
We only have the PS5. I wonder if they have multiplayer.
Sounds like you gotta get his and hers.
Yeah, but then we only have one TV. Also, here's the thing.
Again?
This is why I don't do it. Because if we both had it, then it would be all that we did.
Yeah.
Whereas when she's on that, I have to force myself to do something else.
Makes
But
sense.
she will be leaving for a month.
Oh. Get your motor running.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see. She's going to go visit her mom.
Right. Yeah.
And then it's just me and Betty.
It's like she's gonna help her mom after like surgery or something.
That's right. Oh, is that a HIPAA violation? I don't think so. Maybe.
Spoiler for Jennifer's visit. Just you and Betty, huh?
Yeah. So that it could go fine, but there were certain things, like whenever Betty had math homework, we would argue in such a way that we needed Jennifer here as a referee.
You
I
don't
wonder
argue
if we're
over
gonna-
math homework? Like how to do problems?
Uh-huh. It would get real bad.
That doesn't surprise me, not because I think you and Betty argue a lot, but because I've seen how people are teaching math these days, and it's different than how we were taught math.
Uh-huh.
So like I can hear Betty say that they have to do their math homework a certain way, and Paul saying, but that way is dumb, do it this way.
Well, this is actually the first time that this happened, if I remember it correctly. They may run in here and tell me I'm wrong. Probably not, though.
Hopefully they're not listening to you.
So what happened was the instructor told them to do it in an incorrect way. And when I say that, this is what I mean. Betty tried to do it the way that the instructor said, and it didn't work. And so I was like, well, here's another way you could do it. Betty's whole thing was, but the instructor said to do it this way. I was like, but you're saying that it doesn't work that way. And that's kind of where the argument happened.
Yeah.
But it was enough.
Yeah.
Never have it happen again.
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah, I just bug Betty a lot whenever I try to help. And so we will be okay as long as I don't interfere that much. And I try not to these days.
Well, just keep your head down and punch those bad guys.
I mean, they're an adult, right? So
Legally.
yeah. Oh, we're on that train. It's May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. 9 more months.
So they're 21?
Yep.
And I bet it doesn't strike me as somebody who's looking forward to turning 21. In terms of like, I don't know, of course I don't know, but like, what can you do when you turn 21? You can drink.
Not looking forward to a lot of things, I think would be correct. Like, yeah, I don't think it's that much of an issue. It should be fine.
Yeah. You'll
still
have a young adult living in your house.
Oh, I forgot to say, I went to the IO Theater on Saturday. They have a thing called Early Bird Jam, where improvisers get together at 3:30 and do improv there. So depending on what the revival ends up doing, I mean, that's going to be my outlet. If the revival doesn't have something that I think works for me next time, then that
How long of a commute is it to the IO?
hour. 1 hour
Wow. Yeah.
on the train, which isn't that. I mean,
Iowa.
it goes by pretty quickly. It's actually, let's be real, it's 40 minutes on the train. It's 10-minute walk, 10-minute.
Yeah.
It's 1 hour door to door.
We did some transit tourism just last weekend. Pamela, Val, James, and I rode the new stretch over to the east side. We went out to Redmond and had lunch.
Oh, how was that?
It took longer than I thought it would. It does take a good probably 15 minutes, 50 minutes from Capitol Hill to Redmond Town Center.
Well, that doesn't make me feel like that bad. All that we really need in Roseland, in my opinion, someone needs to open a restaurant or a diner, like near where I am.
Steven's with
all
us.
the ones. Hey, Steven. Oh, hey. Well, Steven's here. Let me say something that I think Steven might find interesting. So I have been, the whole new version of ChatGPT.
You've fallen.
The new version of ChatGPT images has come out.
Has it?
And it's supposed to be better, and I've put it through a couple of paces, and now a small village is dead. Probably, but no. It's really interesting because it does do better, but it's still a problem when it does things wrong.
Yeah.
I will say, look at the image. Now, the problem of something having 3 legs is rare, right? But I would say, for instance, look at the image. It has 3 legs. Get rid of one of the legs, and the person will say, oh my God, Ben, what happened? Oh no.
Little slip up, little Freudian slip there.
The application will respond and say, when I said the person, what I meant is the voice of the application, as opposed to the application itself.
Sexy British lady.
The voice will say, or the typing voice in this case, will say, oh, thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, you don't want something with 3 legs, ha ha ha. Here's a better version of the image, and it's the exact same image. The exact same image, no change whatsoever. Which I think is fun.
It's just easy to tell you that's different, and hopefully you'll believe it. Steven says Google secretly installed a 4 gig LLM as part of every Chrome install.
Oh, interesting.
It is secret. I've not heard of it.
I haven't heard of it.
Also, the 3 leg thing happens when it writes software too.
So here's the fun part though. It is doing better, and this is what I will do something like this. I will say, for instance, invent this guy. He looks like a cross between these 2 images, and then it'll invent that image. And then I'll look at the image and I'll go, well, that looks something like Senator, and I'll say, I want to see a Reddit thread about this senator's latest statement that he has fired his staff because of wildlife concerns. And it will not only
generates an entire made-up Reddit thread.
It generates an entire made-up Reddit thread, following the kind of the rules, if you will, of Reddit. Like there's one person who knows everything, another person who doesn't.
And then the comment tree is kind of the same.
And then I'll say, I want to see a transcript of the news report from the investigative journalist who saw this Reddit thread and asked for more information. Tell me what parts of the Reddit thread are true and which parts are incorrect. And it'll do that, right?
Yeah.
So I tried this with another thing where I started out I wonder if I can call it up and read it for Steven's benefit.
He may have bounced. I don't see.
Did he bounce?
I don't see. The concurrent viewer count is back down to 0.
Okay, we're all well. Okay, so
We're almost out of
this is
time
the-
anyway.
Yeah, we're almost out of time, and nobody wants to see. Then it would turn into content, so it's something I do for myself. But the big thing is this: what I've started doing is, you know what? No, I can't tell. We'll talk about it next time, maybe, Ben. I'll tell you after this. But I just realized I can't tell you what I was about to tell you. And let that be a secret to everybody. If you ever want to join our Patreon, we don't have one. And if we do, something terribly wrong has happened.
Maybe it'll happen when both of us become just AI chatbots chatting at each other.
Well, I was thinking about this, Ben. If you can't find a job, we could start a Patreon and try to make the podcast famous, so that you could just
Good
do
luck with
that for a living.
Oh, Steven did bounce. The concurrent viewer count is back up to 1. So who knows?
Oh, hey, Steven.
He also hearted. I saw a bunch of hearts.
Oh.
Anyway, it's we're at that time though.
Yeah. And I'll tell you the thing that I can't tell you right after this.
I need to go home and eat because I've not eaten a thing today. Not one thing. No thing. I also need to buy coffee on my way home. I do need to eat. This is the most substantive thing I've had all day. This is last year. I have been drinking water all day. I'm not like
Okay.
going to die or anything.
It's just crazy, man. Okay.
Just have
Sounds
eat.
good.
All right.